Ellie and I'm Stitching Bee here on Flosstube and also over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel all about cross stitch, crafty bargains and bees. It's lovely to be back with you all again. We are here for my Flosstube episode number 19. Right, so PDF haul time now. There's not as much as normal. I'll kind of quickly go through these because I really want to get to my regular haul, which I have lots to show you, as always. So the first ones are from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So a couple of weeks ago, Sally was putting an offer out that if you bought any Caterpillar Cross Stitch anything, I think, from the website, that you got a free pattern, but just for that day. So I bought Reindeer because I thought it was quite a cute little pattern that I could make into an ornament for Christmas. And then I got this lovely sunflower pattern with it as well, and I was really drawn to that. I thought it'd be really nice and summery. Obviously won't be stitching it now, but probably for next year. Really simple design, yet really effective. So thank you, Sally, for that kind offer, and I look forward to stitching both of them. The next shop I want to mention is on Etsy, and it's called the Stitchery Tales. And I was immediately drawn to this pattern as soon as I saw it. It's called Bee Drama, or Buzzing Around the Drama, or something like that. And it is two little bees and amongst some flowers, and the flowers are purple, so you can see why I was drawn to it. And I thought I'd love to make this into like a really miniature drum, because it's kind of like a long skinny piece. I thought that would be perfect, so I might do that at some point. And yeah, just like a teeny tiny one that I could display. So I love that little design, really inexpensive. I think she's a relatively new designer, so go and have a look at her Etsy page and give it a like. Next we have Little Dove Designs. They were doing a sale, so of course I had to take advantage of the sale. So I have admired a lot of patterns from them for a long time and never actually gone to buy them. Just kind of admired them from afar, but I thought there's a sale on, let's make the most of it. So I got Bloom Wildly, which is a gorgeous kind of circular pattern that has a cottage in the middle of it and then flowers all around the outside. I love the design as a whole, but I think I probably will just stitch the cottage kind of part in the middle and maybe not the bit around the edge, and I can put that as a hanging ornament on one of my kind of little trees that I have as you come into our flat, that has all kind of pretty things that I like, that I've either bought or collected or stitched. So I thought that would look really nice on that, kind of stitched nice and small. The next ones are all part of the kind of seasonal series, so I got these as a bundle. So there's a Blossom Cottage, which is obviously meant for spring, and it has all these beautiful cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossom at the best of times, but the gorgeous pinks that I used is so gorgeous and pretty. And I plan to stitch all of these as the kind of top section of the design with the cottage part, and changing the words to just the season, sorry, and then using the bottom part maybe to do above or below, or make a drum, or do something a little bit different. I don't necessarily want to stitch as the full sampler, but I really love the spring one. And then the summer one is called Sunflower Cottage, and I'm sure you can see why I like this, because it's got lots of bees and beehives on it. Really gorgeous bright colours, lovely piece to stitch. And then next we have Pumpkin Cottage, which is the autumn one, and this has beautiful kind of leaves and toadstools and yeah, all the autumn vibes. Really pretty. I don't know if I'll necessarily stitch it right away, but it's definitely on my to-do list, because I think that's actually one of my favourite ones out of all four of them. And then finally for winter time we have Snowdrop Cottage. So as the name suggests, there's lots of snowdrops in it, and again I would just kind of stitch the top portion. So I was really chuffed to finally get those. And then Folk Art Bee was the final one that I bought. Just couldn't resist this. I thought it was really simple design but really effective. I thought this would look great on top of a box, with just the kind of the bees and the little beehive and things. I thought it was really lovely. So that's all the charts from Little Dove Designs. And then a new designer to me, Emily Call on Etsy again. And there's quite a few other designs that I want to go back and buy that I haven't yet, but I thought I'll just buy one for now and then maybe get some more in the coming months. This one is called Bee's Knees, and yeah, again, bees, honeycomb hives, everything else. So thought it was perfect for me, and would make an adorable little pillow or a little flat fold or something as well. So it was nice to discover a new designer, and as I say, lots of charts that I'm very inspired by as well, which I'll hopefully buy in the coming months. The Love Poppet Patreon, I haven't actually seen that that's out yet, and maybe it's coming later today. Normally it's the 1st of September that it's released, but I always like to mention it every video because I think it's a stunning Patreon to be part of. So definitely go and check it out if you haven't already. Really good value for money, and you get some beautiful charts every month. And I love the surprise of seeing what you're going to get. The next one is the Liz Matthews Patreon, who again I subscribe to, well, part of the Patreon monthly. So this one I had to share. I think it's stunning. It's called Passing Through, and it's little ghosts with the kind of orangey flowers round about them, and it's just such a clever and thought out design. I love it. There's a code for DMC thread conversion. If it's not stitched in DMC threads already, I can't quite remember, but the colours are just fabulous. Probably not that many colours in the design, and I think Liz is thinking about making it into a pumpkin shaped pillow or something, which it'll be really cool to see what she comes up with for that. But it could be nice on a pumpkin kind of wooden board as well, or just as a main cushion. Really nice design for Halloween, so delighted to have that one. And then I just wanted to quickly mention the Historical Sampler Company and the Cotton Twine. They're the same company, but the Cotton and Twine boxes, I know a lot of people have shared on their channels and unboxed them every month. I've kind of bought 1 or 2 of the boxes, but haven't actually committed to subscribing fully. I just kind of pick and choose the designs that I really like. So I was delighted to find out that they're going to do a few different options now for buying the boxes. So the boxes are around £20 to £22, but they're now doing an option to buy just the kit. So it doesn't have the kind of nice little extras and goodies that you get with the box, but you just get the chart and all the supplies that you would need to stitch it. I believe that's around £14. And then the PDF, just the PDF with no extras and no supplies, is around £7. So I thought that's really affordable and nice to sign up to. I believe they're not going to do pass boxes anymore, so if you do like a design, you do have to get it as soon as it comes out, because it might not necessarily be released. I think it's up to the discretion of the designer or Cotton and Twine as to when they actually release it fully. So I get a bit of FOMO and can't bear to miss out. And the pattern for this month is by Crocheta Go-Go, and it's a gorgeous autumnal design with the foxes and the toadstools, and I love it. So I immediately went to go and sign up and was delighted to see that I got a 15% off code in my inbox from previously having the boxes. They were trying to get me back into it, which succeeded, and I'm now subscribed as a PDF kind of member. And I know there's lots of other Flosstubers. I know Sarah from Cross Stitch Sarah and Michelle from Mama Loves You GB definitely have discount codes for the Cotton and Twine boxes. So go and check out their channels to get 15% off your first order if it is your first. So yeah, that's all my PDF haul and chat about that. Now we'll move on to regular haul. So first of all, I want to talk about some of the businesses that I've bought from that I definitely recommend. So I mentioned them before, but Beautiful Stitch is the fabric dyer that I was talking about. Hand-dyed fabric made in Devon. Really soft and lovely to work with. Tells you what it is on the back. So this one I bought was a May Fabric Club one, but it was obviously left over, so you could buy the leftover pieces. And this is called Tropics. It's a 32 count and it's a 13 by 18 piece. So really affordable fabric and beautifully dyed. Highly recommend that business, so go and check those out. And then the lovely Charlie Feathers. I hadn't shown this in my last video because my fiance actually gave it to me for my birthday. I'd obviously ordered it myself and picked it myself, and he paid for it, but I thought I will wait to open it until the actual day of my birthday. So I can share it with you now. It's this beautiful hummingbird with the gorgeous purple flowers. And if you've seen my channel before, you know I love hummingbirds and purple. So I couldn't resist this as soon as I saw it. And I highly recommend all the things that Charlie makes. She's got a wonderful shop, and you can buy this off her Ko-fi shop. Got a really strong magnet on the back. You can see all her links and things there, but I'll link her down below anyway. So obviously watch her on Flosstube, you can see her Instagram page and visit her Ko-fi shop. So that was really nice to receive that, with a couple of other sweet treats and things as well. And then I will show you my Create Nostalgia haul, which there is quite the bag. But as I say, it was my birthday, so we had to make the most of that. And I'll quickly always through these. So I've mentioned these trims all the time. They're only 65 pence for 5 meters, I mean, which is amazing. And I use these a lot for finishing. So this gorgeous one is Plum. That's a kind of 6mm wide one. And then the other size you get is 3mm wide. So that's Salmon. I just didn't have these colours, so I had to get those. I got these lovely threads. I think these are Necessities ink and Threadworks. These were just half skeins, so I got them for a really good price, but they were just in a kind of box for, I think it was maybe £2.99 for these different threads, so I thought I just picked up the colours that I really liked, because I love purples and I love blues. Also, there was a kind of charity box selling kind of small little kits. I got this lovely cottage one, Spring Cottage, and I got this lovely flower, a brooch kit, has been a free one. So they were kind of like the extra little boxes. Not that exciting, but I got some needles. This is the only actual chart I bought. It's by JBW Designs, and it's called The Elegant Alphabet. And I love swans and just the colours that are used in this. I think it's stunning. So not normally drawn to samplers that much, but I thought this was like a modern twist, and I might even just stitch the kind of top bit potentially rather than necessarily the rest of it. But I just love those swans on the top. I thought they were really, really beautiful. So that was the only chart I bought, which is very good for me. My mum came with me and she was like, "Look, Ellie, walnut shells." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you definitely watch my videos properly," because I always talk about putting walnut shells in my pillows and things. So she actually found these, and I got another pack of them for putting in drums and pillows and things. And then most of the other stuff I bought was fabric, because of course I need loads of fabric. Oh, this one my mum kindly bought me for my birthday. It's a lovely key. And comes with all the threads and the beads. It's a lovely Mill Hill kit. It's the spring key. And Hello from Liz Matthews shared this on her channel about her moving house, and thinking that this was a lovely kind of memento to remind her of that house move. And I'm not moving house yet, but we are planning to in the next couple of years. So I thought, well, I don't know, it might go out of print or something, so I better buy it now. And then I've got it to commemorate our house move when it happens in the future. Yeah. So a lot of the fabric I bought was just plain white and stuff, so I don't really need to show you any of that. And then the other colours that I bought, I'll just show you them like that, were lovely blues, because I do stitch on blue quite a lot, and I like dark fabrics. So I've got navy, I think that one's called light blue. I've got Blue Moon, which is that one, which is kind of like a navy as well. Blue Spruce, which is more a slightly darker, maybe more greeny one. And then Mediterranean Sea, which is more green, but I thought would be good for any kind of mermaid or any kind of sea themed piece, maybe my seahorses. So it was nice to get those. And then I also bought this Just Cross Stitch magazine. I really love the little sampler that's there, and the little strawberry, the little heart pillows, which are really nice. Love letters sampler there, and these beautiful hummingbird pieces, which you just get 3, because I think other months you get the other ones. This is called Hummingbird Garden. Aren't they gorgeous? Again, would make amazing biscornus. I was really drawn to them. The other one that I really liked, Love is Patient. And it's a little cat with a bird perched on his head. And I thought that was hilarious. Just pan around so you can see what else is included in the magazine. Got loads of designs. Love the winter one as well. The old barn there, coffee cups. That's a gorgeous hummingbird sampler if you were to stitch them all. Really lovely. And that's the one that's on the front. Got the bowl of the little hearts, roses. Yeah, really chuffed with that. So this is winter 2024 in case you were looking for that particular issue. Yeah, so that's all my haul from Create Nostalgia. Next, I thought I'll share some kind of finishing idea things that I've bought that I'll like to share. So first of all, I'd like to share these little boxes that I got from the range for £1. You obviously get 2 boxes included in each pack, and they've got a great rim around the edge, so they're perfect for putting little cross stitch in. Nice little size, really inexpensive. Bought a couple of them because I thought they'd come in useful. Got this fabulous frame from TK Maxx. So it's like a little acorn, but it sits on its side. And I'll put a picture in of the chart that I'd love to stitch for this frame. It's a little, I think it's called Chubby Squirrel by Jeanette Douglas Designs. And I thought it would be absolutely amazing in this frame. I mean, look how cute that is. I love going into TK Maxx and finding cute frames. It is an obsession. The other one I found is a pumpkin. Look at that. I thought a little kind of black Halloween cat would look quite nice in that. And they're by the same maker, so Isaac Jones. If you happen to find them anywhere else. Really love these little frames. And then in Asda Living, I got this little Hello Pumpkin house. Again, would be great for a little cross stitch finish. Even my friends have started going, oh, that'd be good for cross stitch, Ellie, that'd be good for cross stitch. I'm like, I've taught you well. I really have taught you well. So that's really nice. And then I found these in Matalan. And I thought this was hilarious anyway. It says, park your broom here, unauthorized will be towed. As in toad, like the frog kind of thing. And I thought these would be great because they're hang up like that, so you could put your cross stitch piece on top of this part and then still have the broom as the top portion. Add a bit of intrigue to your finish. And then this other one, a real witch lives here with her little monsters. So again, I would cover that up and just go with the witch's hat, and as you can see, they were just £3 each. So really great. Or you could possibly even turn it that way and have a silhouette of it, whatever you wanted to do really. Next, I got this from the charity shop for just £1.50. Again, hanging piece. We'd probably keep the map, would scratch off the letters and then put like a little finish within that. Again, can hang up quite nicely. Make a nice little display piece. I got this from B&M, again in the sales section. Really perfect for a circular finish. Have it like at a jaunty angle in a plate stand, or hang it on the wall with the hole that's there. No end to the amount of beautiful things you can do with a board. And then this one I bought from Asda. Yeah. So it's a flower tray, and I envision this being a circular finish. Sorry, I've knocked you again. Circular finish in the middle, and then like bits of fabric coming off of there. I don't know if that would actually be possible. Well, of course it's possible. It's whether or not I could actually do it. So yeah, it's really lovely. Good solid board. I love collecting these kind of things because they're really quite inexpensive, and you just have to have the idea of what to put in them basically. And you can get them from the range, Asda, literally anywhere I go, any shopping I do, I'm always on the hunt for any kind of cross stitch finishing equipment. So that's all of that. Now I'll show you the other things that I've bought that kind of don't fit into any of those categories. So I've got my trusty box here. So this was from Dunelm. It's a little kind of felt kit. Really simple and easy to do, hopefully. And I got this bee one as well from Dunelm with the purple flower. Couldn't resist. These were little free kits that came from the World of Cross Stitching magazine. This is a Margaret Sherry one. It's a black cat for autumn. Also got this one with the welly boots from Dunelm. I got this from TK Maxx. Little back cross stitch. I've not actually used one of these kits before, but I don't think the supplies are necessarily the best quality. But basically my fiance had an issue with a bat that appeared at his work, so I thought this would be quite fun to stitch this one and have it in a little cushion or in a little frame that they can have out at work to remind them of the bat situation. So yeah, just a cute little kit, only $2.99. There's loads of all these other kits that you can get, different designs, and TK Maxx is the best place to get them. I got this gorgeous project bag, little bee one with the bee honeycomb fabric on the back. I'll link down below the seller. I bought this off Vinted, and I think they make quite a few different project bags. I hadn't really read the dimensions, so it is a bit smaller than I'd expected, but still absolutely perfect and will be great for a nice little project. Then also off Vinted, I bought this gorgeous book, Cross Stitch My Home. This is by an Italian designer who is Tania Santarelli, I think. And I'll do a flick through of this at another time. I really love that pattern there with the lavender. I thought that was beautiful. I'm thinking, because I always used to do book flip through, I still can't say that, book flip throughs at the end of my Flosstube videos, but by the time I actually get to the end, I've shown so much, and my phone can't, well, my tablet can't cope with the storage issue, and I feel like they might get missed if they're right at the end anyway. So I might just do a kind of, again, a spin-off series of different cross-stitch book flip-throughs. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, and then I can just devote, you know, 5 or 10 minutes for showing you the full book, and you can easily see which ones are available. These patterns were from Vinted as well. Wine a bit, you'll feel better with the bottle of wine. That's a Lizzie Kate one, and then another Lizzie Kate about coffee. Got someone in mind for these. Coffee Crazy it's called. And it says, isn't it coffee yet? Coffee crazy and love my coffee. So they're really cute. And then these, I found this as a bundle on Vinted. These are Lynn Porter designs. And look, it's a little goose looking at the little chickens, saying hi. I thought this would look amazing as a little pillow or something. This is 3 of them. So this is the goose with the, oh, it doesn't actually say the name of it. Goose with butterfly, I think it is. I love that one. I think that's really cute. Kind of looking at it like it's never seen a butterfly before. And then this one I love too. And it's a goose looking at the snail. I bet the snail's thinking, please leave me alone. I don't want to hurt you. Oh, Sadie, I think the goose is called. Sadie with snail. So again, these were full kits, came with everything that you need in the kit, but I thought they'd be a great little trio to all stitch together. And I think that's what the stitcher intended, and then initially, because she's written like top, middle, bottom, so she's probably going to stitch them, the 3 of them together. This lovely booklet I got for just a couple of £1 off Vinted. This is a Dimensions one called Flower of the East. I love anything kind of cherry blossom, Japanese inspired, purple, pinks. I thought that was really pretty. The World of Cross Stitching magazine, I get this every month, but there's a lovely Hannah Dale design on the front there. But I also was really drawn to these Halloween pieces by Maria Diaz. So yeah, like the autumn leaves and things. Don't even have to do the text. But yeah, that was from issue 363, October 2025. Then also on, was it Vinted or eBay? This was like an absolute steal of a price. And I bought this lovely stocking kit because I really wanted to try and make a stocking. And I've struggled to find ones that I actually really like. But I thought this one was really cute with all the little animals. It's got some cardinals in it. And the deer And Santa's like, be quiet, trying to deliver some presents. And it's a full kit, comes with everything you need. It's called Santa's Arrival Stocking, and it is from 2020. So I'd say that's relatively new, but that's 5 years ago. Wow. And then this final one is 3 little spring designs that I purchased. This just for £1 or so from the charity shop, which is just one of the kind of like free ones out of the magazine. Oh, it says Rico Designs, I think is the designer maybe. So that's lovely. I wanted to very quickly show you some extra bits that I've picked up along the way. The Hobbycraft at home is closing down in Stafford, so I picked up a few bits from there. So I got these lovely buttons, and then I got gorgeous fabric. How nice would that be as a project bag? And then some beautiful, I really like this one because it's got cherry blossom on it, and kind of lemons and things. I got this gorgeous Scotty dog fabric, so we've got a little Scotty dog at home, so I thought they were really nice. And then these kind of floral ones, again, that would be really nice as little project bags or something like that. Also in Hobbycraft in Glasgow, they were having a little sale, and I found this fabulous bee container that's got 4 sections that you can just carry around. And I don't know what I'm going to put in it yet, but it's cute, so I had to buy that. And then last but not least, I have some fabric that I bought from the curtain shop at home as well. And yes, it's not strictly like cotton crafting fabric, but look at this. Oh wow, it's like meters and meters of fabric, and I need to decide what I'm actually going to make with it, because I don't want to waste any of it. But look, it's orchids and hummingbirds. Obsessed. So was delighted to find that in their little sale. And then also in their sale was another one of these booklets where they have the leftovers from designs that are now discontinued. So these ones have got the more kind of watercolour effects. I thought these would look amazing on the back of pillows and things, just something a little bit different. I really love the blue one. And yeah, just that's the kind of vibe. There's purples as well, pinks, lots of lovely ones. Kind of orangey one there as well. It's great for autumn designs. So yeah, that was a tenner, and you get a whole huge booklet of amazing fabrics that can be used for crafting. So definitely, if you've got a local kind of curtain or material shop nearby, go and ask if they have any sample books for sale, because yeah, you might find some great bargains. Right, so I think that's everything that I have to show you. I hope you've enjoyed that. I just very quickly wanted to mention a couple of places that my fiance and I have visited that I thought you might be interested in, you know, if you're coming to Scotland and you wanted some ideas of different things to go and see. So the first one I want to tell you about is Jupiter Artland. Basically, we went there for my birthday, and it's an amazing place. It's just near Edinburgh, and yeah, it's like a big outdoor kind of sculptured area. So it's basically like a treasure hunt, which I love a treasure hunt. And they give you a map, and it has like 1 to 31, and you basically just, well, you can start at the end if you want, you can do whatever you like. But I started number 1, and then we walked through basically, and it's a huge area, acres and acres of land that you can walk through, and it's got like foresty areas, it's got duck pond and all the usual kind of things. And basically you can follow the trail, see all the different sculptures. It tells you a bit on the back of the map about all the different sculptures. Some of them a little bit interesting. Wouldn't necessarily call it art, but maybe that's just my opinion. Some of them I was like, what's that supposed to be? I'm not quite sure. And there was like a scary doll's house as well, which was not so keen on that. But there was also some really bright, colourful you know, art and designs and things, which is really nice. And we saw lots of lovely wildlife. Saw a nuthatch in the tree, which was amazing. Got the Merlin bird app. So it's like an app that I think uses AI and you can record wherever you're standing, and it finds your location and then tells you about all the birds that you have in that area. So it picks up on their bird song and tells you what you might be seeing. So that's quite cool. So I enjoyed doing that, and we're looking out for butterflies and other pretty flowers and different things. So really enjoyed that walk. That was a really great day out. And then the other place we went to was Arrochar, which is kind of near Loch Long. So you go as if you're heading to Loch Lomond and then go across to Loch Long. Beautiful area, really nice and peaceful. And again, I put some pictures up of the little walk that we did. It was kind of uphill to begin with, and then it just kind of was relatively flat. So it was really pleasant. And again, we saw lots of lovely wildlife and things. And yeah, it was just good to get out the city, stretch your legs, and enjoy some fresh air. So that's all I have to share with you for this Flosstube video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already seen my kind of little Flosstube extras, then feel free to go and check them out. I do a tutorial of how I finished my Mill Hill Tree of Life piece, how I did a circular finish and then framed it in a square frame. I also did an extra when I was at home, which I recorded, showing all my kind of stitching and past finishes that I've completed and gifted to my parents and my sister. I also show some antique samplers that we've collected from antique fairs and things as a family. A lot of those are embroidery. And then I also shared some of my paintings that I did when I was a teenager, when I was doing my GCSE art. Yeah, if you haven't seen those already, feel free to go and check them out. Again, check out the Flosstubers that I've mentioned, those Instagram pages that I've told you about. So all the freebies will be linked down below, so you can go and grab those. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again next month. I can't believe we're in September. Where has the time gone? I just don't know. Hopefully I'll get into some kind of like autumnal and Halloweeny stitching in the next couple of weeks. Although I also wanted to start doing some wedding stitching, so we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!